hello. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you're here. Welcome to another general reading for the sign of Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements, North Node, wherever you may have Virgo at on your birth chart. If you're here for the first time, welcome. Feel free to subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. So, for my Virgos, allow it to begin. Take what resonate, leave the rest. Don't force it. Okay. Let's begin. Like I said, if you're here, hit the like button. Let me know that you're here. Feel free to join the chats. Keep it positive. As moderators come in to join us, like always, pay attention to who else joins the chats. Okay. So for some of my Virgos, the message that you have for today is that the time has come for some of you to regain back your self-confidence when it comes to taking back control of this person who is pretty much a narcissist. So, bro, the first message that you have here on the table is that some of you, first card that came out, some of you could, you can have Leo placements in your birth chart. Okay, so the message here is that the time has come for you to focus on your self-confidence when it comes to leaving this here devil energy alone. The time has come for you to move forward because some of you could be dealing with a toxic sexual connection to a Capricorn. Someone who is misusing their masculine energy, who is coming in being deceitful with the Five of Swords to pretty much entrap you, being very sneaky and malicious with the Seven of Swords energy here. This person is coming in a bit of a Casanova, somebody trying to use charm and looks to persuade you to come back in. Yes, this is a third party situation that has left many of you leaving you with a scar, wounded, ongoing for quite some time. This person has manipulated you for quite some time. And so, again, like I said, when it comes to some of you here, when it comes to dealing with this person who's trying to come in misusing their masculine energy, with this here Seven of Swords energy to entrap you, like I say, you are dealing with somebody being deceitful with that Five of Swords energy. The time has definitely come for you to let go of this person with the Hangman energy. Some of you may feel as though this situation has come to be very challenged for you to free yourself. Some of you may need to take time to go away and heal from this person with the Four of Swords energy. Some of you, there's a need for you to use direct communication when it comes to dealing with this person and say what you mean and mean what you say. I do feel as though justice will be served in this situation where somebody's going to take accountability. So you could definitely be dealing with somebody who's getting ready to go to jail, or you may have to file a restraining order against this person. But the time has definitely come to let go of this individual. Spirit is pretty much letting you know, for some of you, some of you may be thinking or asking yourself, why does it feel as though you're connected to this person? And the answer is you're not really no longer connected to this person. This person is just trying to psych you out, to hold on to you, to have you thinking that you are still connected to them. But Spirit is saying that you have the freedom to move forward with the Eight of Wands, that the time has come for you now to move forward. You know, so when it comes to this Chariot, there's a need for you to overcome conflict and take positive action, or some of you could have, you know, Spirit is letting you know that the time has come where some of you have already overcome this conflict, or there's a need for you to overcome this conflict and move forward, because in order for you to have this Ten of Cups, in order for you to have this new beginning, you are going to have to take on this here Page of Pentacles and tap into your spiritual ability when it comes to dealing with this issue, this situation you're having with this person. The time has come for you to definitely push forward and manifest towards some new beginnings for yourself. Some of you could be taking on Leo energy. Again, if I didn't say that, okay, because the Leo card is showing up on you twice here. Where they, you know, the time has come for this cycle to definitely come to an end. Okay, because Virgo, right now, some of you are coming in here with this Page of Wands energy. You're definitely ready for something new to take place in your life. So many of you are definitely going to be leaving this person behind with the Six of Swords energy. Spirit wants you to focus on your life purpose when it comes to that dear Queen of Wands. Okay, focus on your, you know, your spiritual vision, or pay attention to your life purpose when it comes to the spiritual visions that some of you could be receiving in your dreams. Okay, because some of you have strong Leo characteristics. Okay, so you definitely have a moon, a rising Venus when it comes to Leo. Okay. Now, the other message that I'm getting for some of my Virgos here is that some of you, there is a need for a wake-up call, or you're going to receive some sort of a wake-up call with that Judgment card coming into play. Some of you are definitely going through some sort of a spiritual transformation, a spiritual rebirth, okay? Where Spirit is telling you that the time has come for you to listen to your intuition when it comes to the Queen of Cups. Focus on your creativity when it comes to your passions and hobbies and things that you love and enjoy doing. When it comes to focusing on your short-term and long-term goal, for you to pay close attention to details when it comes to work projects. Spirit is saying that some of you can also have the hyphen Taurus in your birth chart as well. So when it comes to that hyphen card, Spirit is saying not to be afraid to surround yourself with spiritual like-minded individuals such as yourself when it comes to standing on your spiritual platform, because some of you will be gaining some sort of public recognition, whether it's public or private, when it comes to that dear Six of Wands. Okay, because in order for you to receive this here Ten of Pentacles, okay, there's definitely a need for you to focus on some sort of a long-term goal or short-term goal when it comes to working on your ideas and your creativity, because you got the Two of Wands here with the Three of Wands here, letting you know that your shits will definitely be coming in. Okay, so there's definitely a need for you to focus on more important priorities, to pay attention to your priorities, but also stay clear of people who are trying to steal your ideas and your creativity talents. And so be careful who you share detailed information with, because everybody is not your friend. Some people just come and spy and be nosy as hell, you know, and then take away what they can from you and try to use it for themselves. Okay, that's been happening quite a lot. All right. So, the last message that I got here, Virgo, that could be trigger warning for some of you, okay, is that for one, you definitely need to pull your coins back. That's for sure. You definitely need to pull your coins back, save your money when it comes to saving and budgeting. Like I said, when it comes to your your creativity, your talents, your gifts with the Eight of Wands, okay? For some of you here, you definitely need to focus on yourself with the Nine of Pentacles, for sure. Now, some of you could definitely be reminiscing of your past childhood or what it was like for you growing up. I feel like somebody here has been going down memory lane inside their head, replaying this past childhood wound, what it was like growing up in a dysfunctional family, where some of you could have been the black sheep of the family, where you could have been left out in the cold when it comes to other family members, siblings, cousins, where you were made to feel isolated from the rest, as if you didn't fit in. Some of you could come from a family where you was the one who got breadcrumbs because people in your own family made fun of your appearance. Some of you could have had family members who were of a lighter skin complexion, whether you could have had a sibling or cousins who were lighter shade than you were. Some of you could have felt left out because you were the one who had the darker skin, the nappy hair, thick hair, the big nose or the big lips or the big ears. It was just something about you where people would pick on you and try to make you feel less than and make you feel as though you didn't fit in. So it could have been for somebody here, there was a time in your family growing up as a child where you had a sibling who received more love and affection and attention than you did, because this person was looked at as being the beautiful one. You could have had a sibling who was light skinned, beautiful colored eyes, long hair, a better shape. This person could have, always been looked at from other, peers, schoolmates, classmates in school, where your sibling was the one who was the cuter one, and people viewed you as being the ugly dark skinned one with the nappy hair. And you could have had a sibling who was light skinned, pretty, straight teeth, beautiful smile, beautiful shape, and she seemed to get all the attention from the boys. And so that could have led to some sort of jealousy and hostility within the family circle. Okay, where her mom and dad, where your mother and her mother could be sisters, and her mother could have married somebody. Let's say, for example, you have an aunt, and your aunt could have married somebody who was in the military, or she could have married someone who had more money, who was more material wealth, rich. And your mother could have got with somebody who was poor, broke, or drug dealer, a woman be the baby maker, you know what I'm saying? And just all over the place. And so therefore you ended up attracting that same repeated pattern and cycle as you yourself got older, because people would look down on your mother and they would praise your aunt. And so you were kind of brought up in that same situation where your aunt could have gave birth to a little girl and your mother had you. And so therefore when it came between you and either your sibling, whether it's a sister or a first cousin for some of you, there could have been some sort of a competition where you always felt as though you had to compete with another sibling, whether this was a sister or a brother. Okay. Take it how it resonate. Okay, some of you can have a sibling where this sibling grew up and they was an honor roll student, A+ student, and this sibling graduated from all the way from pre-K to elementary to middle school or high school, went to college. And you, on the other hand, you never got the chance to graduate because you was a high school dropout. You could have been teen pregnancy and your sibling could have went straight through. You know what I'm saying? For somebody here, okay? So there could be some competition, jealousy, and envy between you and another sibling or you and another first cousin, where you felt left out because of this person who you related to. And so therefore you kind of grew up to attract all the bad boys, and this sibling or this cousin grew up and found Mr. Right or Mrs. Right, or so it seems, because that's the message I'm getting here for you. And so for some of you, you've always felt left out. You always felt as though you was the one mistreated, getting less than. You could have been the darker child, and then here's a light-skinned child. Or some of you could have been caught up in a system where some of you could have grew up in a group home or foster care system, where you was mistreated in the foster care system because you was the child who felt left out. And you could have had, been brought up in a foster home with, what I'm saying, where these other foster kids got treated better than you did. Take it how it resonate. Where somebody could have kept getting in trouble with the law, going to juvenile delinquency, getting locked up, going all types of bullshit like that. But then these other kids grew up better than you, made you feel less than. And so all your life you felt as though you had to struggle and compete in order for you to receive anything. And so because you always felt as though you had to compete to keep up with the Joneses, because you was always made to feel less than and left out of a circle, You know, you always felt like you had to work for everything that you ever wanted, where this other person who's related to you always got whatever hell they wanted without having to work for it. So there could be some anger issues and some animosity, jealousy, and envy. But I do feel as though you were picked out to be the black sheep on purpose, spiritually. And so some of you, you're going to be visited by a long distant spiritual ancestor for some of you who this message relates to. Okay. Some of you can have a native aunt sister, okay, who might come and whether this is a spiritual ancestor who might come and visit you in your sleep and startle you while you are sleeping. You may see a spiritual vision, a visual come walking through your bedroom door, stand in front of your bed. You know what I'm saying? Tap you. Okay, because I'm definitely getting strong visual visions here. A spiritual ancestor has something that they wish to say to you, or some of you may take a trip, a spiritual journey, a spiritual trip where you are going to meet someone out of the ordinary. It's going to be a woman who unexpectedly throughout your travels you're gonna bump into this woman who you never seen before in your life, and this woman is going to share something with you that nobody knows but you. Okay, and so it may startle you when you receive this message from this spiritual woman. Okay, and so this is going to kind of set you on your path because this woman is going to give you some positive information, and it's going to help you steer you on the right path, and it's going to let you know, and this is going to kind of awaken this spiritual transformation rebirth that you're going through on the inside of you that you may not be aware of for some of you. Virgo said Jennifer back in the way, North Carolina black sheep. Okay, that's what's up. So like I said, yeah, some of you are going to like I said, this message is for somebody here, okay? Where somebody could feel as though they've always had it hard their whole life coming up as a child and want to know why is it that into your adulthood things haven't really pretty much changed for you since, and you always feel as though you were the one busting your ass, working the hardest, doing the right thing, staying out of trouble, not bothering nobody, but yet you was the one who always turned around to suffer the consequences for somebody else's bullshit, or being at the wrong place at the wrong time, and people would fuck with you for no damn reason. Some of you could have been bullied growing up in school. Yeah. Tower. Unexpected changes, unabrupt changes coming in. I don't know where everybody's at, but they just have to hit that replay for those that's sitting in the background. Yeah, Virgo, like I said, some of you felt as though you was left out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles. Okay, could be dealing with someone who was older, even a father figure, a male. Some of you could have been abused by a father, a grandfather, a uncle, or something like that, where somebody misused their power of authority. Whether this was home, work, you could have dealt with a situation in school dealing with homework, where a parent scolds you for something that they accuse you of doing, where you could have been falsely accused of doing something in school that you had no business doing, but it wasn't true, and your parent could have scolded you for that. Whether this was a mother or a father making you feel that way. And so some of you could have found yourself growing up in a hostile environment where you later attracted someone and you could have suffered domestic violence, or you could have been raped, sexually assaulted, molested as a child. Torn away from a family. Left out to have to defend yourself growing up, learning how to fight. You know what I'm saying? Or isolating yourself, keeping away from people, places, and things, minding your business to keep from getting in trouble. So now some of you got your back turned to the past where you're ready to seek a new spiritual connection elsewhere with that Eight of Cups. So you're moving forward because some of you could have dealt with a Pisces, or you have a Pisces that's got their eye on you, looking over you, trying to protect you with somebody. You can have a person who passed away who was a Pisces, who's suffering in silence with guilt and remorse. This person is sorry for the things they did to you. So you could have lost a parent, a mom or dad who was sorry for not being there for you at the time when you was a child. So this parent or somebody is looking over you saying, I'm sorry for not being there, or I'm sorry for not better protecting you. I should have helped you at the time. But this person was caught up on their own lifestyle. So you could have had a parent who maybe was caught up in drugs and alcohol, or caught up in the prison system. And this person could have passed away due to some sort of illness or something other, where it led to some sort of trauma, and it caused you to feel all alone, left out, and isolated, like you didn't have nobody. It said you was a troublemaker growing up, so most likely, if accused then 70s of the time, I probably did. Yeah, that's why I always tell people to take the reading how it resonates. Feel free to flip it where it fits. That's the message. Anyway, moving forward, Virgos, like I said, for some, this reading could be trigger warning because it's taking it back, and it could be, you know, touching on things that you could have went through throughout your childhood or teenager years, even in your young adult years, 20, early 30s, even some 40s. You could have found yourself in a toxic relationship, and you keep asking yourself why it is that you seem to be still so unhappy. How come you keep attracting these effed up relationship situations with people who seem to just waste your time, where there seems to be a whole lot of disagreement under one roof, a whole lot of nagging, a whole lot of bitching, a whole lot of this, that, and the third, and you're just not happy. For some, you can make it work with a child, baby mama, baby daddy drama. Others, you could be married to the wrong person when maybe it felt like it was an act of impulse at the time, but you haven't been happy in a long time, and you just feel stuck, especially right now throughout inflation's being high. For somebody, I don't know why I'm getting these messages. My goodness. So it's your sparkling personality. Mm. Yeah, the Temperance card is here. So some of you can have Sagittarius in your chart, where there's a need to move in moderation because, like I said, some things could have been said where it caused a breakup or something to fall to the wayside. So now there's a need to be very patient and keep some things to yourself when it comes to moving in moderation, and take time to heal, grow, and learn from this here mistake, and chalk it up, you know, and just accept it as a lesson well learned, a lesson well taught, and pay attention to the next lesson throughout the next chapter of your life. Pay close attention to this next year cycle, this next chapter that's coming into play into January 2023. Because if you continue going on this path of being broken, damaged, damsel in distress, needy and thirsty, and fucking with people, places, and things, and you continue to fuck up your own life, then that's all you are going to attract. The same bullshit you got yourself in a long time ago is going to be the same pot of bullshit that you're going to remain in if you choose to stay fucked up. So Spirit is saying either make a positive change or do some shit different today that can help you move forward tomorrow, or or stay stuck doing the same shit and suffer the consequences and reap the bullshit that's getting ready to come your way for all the wrongdoing you did to others. Well, take that how it resonates. Good evening, Stephanie. No, toxic is not only toxic if you see it that way. Toxic is toxic if you're in a fucked up situation. If you're dealing with bullshit, repeated patterns, cycles, and unevenly yoked situations, if you're not in the same thing, if you're bringing bullshit and drama into your situation, and you are bringing addicted patterns and toxic behaviors, where if you're the person that's strung out on drugs and alcohol, and you're prostituting and tricking and sucking dick and eating pussy and sleeping with the same damn sex, and you're going out sleeping with multiple different partners, then that's you bringing them germs and bacteria into your household. If you don't give a fuck about yourself, then you definitely don't give a fuck about the people who close to you. So if you out there fucking up your own life, then being toxic and choosing to be a toxic individual has nothing to do with you trying to come in and fuck up the next person. You can't force somebody to be with you all because you're fucked up. So if you're fucked up, then what you need to do is take your fucked up self and move it out the equation and let this other person go ahead on about their business and stop poisoning them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to learn to accept the truth. If you're fucked up, then say you fucked up, but go get some help. If you choose not to want to help yourself because you don't give a fuck, then just go ahead on and leave this person alone who's trying to do better for themselves. Because you can't be, you can't force somebody who's trying to be on the right path to want to be with you. If you keep bringing fucked up shit to their life, then that person needs to get the fuck away from you as far as possible, quick as possible, so that they can rise above the bullshit. But if you choose to stay below, then that's your choice. No, but you can't make somebody stay with you just because you choose to be a fuck up. So you got to get that how it resonates. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. There's a difference today. People got to understand that. We have choices in life. You can't make somebody be where they don't want to be. And you can't change no grown-ass adult. You know what I'm saying? Only, a person has to be willing to do their own fucking step work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Either get into AA or whatever they call that shit. You know what I'm saying? AA, what's the other one? Narcotics Anonymous or some shit. NA, yeah. Every individual gotta admit to their own shit. Get the fucking proper help or just leave people the fuck alone and keep it moving. Press the button and go, but don't stay stuck in this shit. That's all I'm saying. That's your message for today, because it's leading to disappointments. Because like I said, 5 of Cups, somebody's feeling disappointed and depressed about this toxic bullshit they got themselves into. And so now with the 5 of Cups, somebody's ready to get the fuck on. And so the High Priestess is sitting here telling you, wake up call, red flag, judgment card. Pay attention to the vicious cycle that you keep repeating. The time has come to break this shit and get the fuck away from it. That's your message for today. And stop being left out in the cold when you don't have to be, because you already got the, spirit is saying you got the freedom and you got the cold. Go ahead on, pack your bags and get the fuck away from this motherfucker. If a bitch is driving you crazy, leave that bitch alone. If a motherfucker driving you crazy, get the fuck away from this motherfucker. But stop staying stuck. Get on. Move. Shelter. I don't give a fuck if you gotta go to a shelter, homeless shelter, live in a motherfucking motel, hotel. Get the fuck away from the toxic shit that you in though. Clear your mind. Get the fuck away from this here shit. Alright? So I'm gonna leave with that message. I'm gonna get ahead on and sign off. That's the message for today. Alright? So I didn't mean for to trigger you, but I gave you the warning, alright? So Virgo, with that being said, one love, God bless. Again, y'all got the queen. Time for y'all to separate from bullshit and focus on yourself, Mother Nature, and do what you gotta do to heal spiritually, okay? So I'm out. God bless.